That's not going in. Molded pretty good.
All right.
Okay, I got the two halves molded. I was using what's actually pieces of Harbor Freight anti-fatigue floor mat cut up. I have real Kydex foam on its way, but in the meantime I'm using this temporarily. It works pretty decently, except it gets crushed down after using it once or twice, and so it has a very limited lifespan. Hopefully the Kydex foam will do better. So, got good definition. We'll peel them off the molds. Very good. You can see how much the 42 tons of the hydraulic press squished the Kydex. You actually have the impressions from the bolt heads mashed into the Kydex. Alright, I'm going to use my hole template. I'm just going to lay out the corner holes for the moment. Not going to mess with anything else. Okay, I made this little head form out of 1/4 inch MDF, same thickness as the steel on the final Tomahawks. And what that will do is fit in the side that I already have the holes drilled, and then let me line up the other side, so that when I drill the holes, I'll clamp it together and drill the holes, and they'll be lined up the same. Alright, I put the whole templates back on. I'm just going to take it over the bandsaw, give it a quick trim, and then I will put it on my trim template and give it the final trim.
Boom.
Okay, I ran it on the bandsaw real quick, just knocked off the worst of it. I have it bolted to my trim template. And the idea on this is that it will ride up against the bearing on this trim bit, and I can cut it flush to the shape of my template here. I have this micarta spacer epoxy to the back in order to give clearance for the bolt heads that attach it. There'll still be a little bit of cleanup to do on the belt grinder, but that pretty quickly got me my shape that I needed. You'll notice that I cut one half of the wing nut off in order to give it clearance as it went around the bit, because otherwise it'd be hitting the bit and causing all kinds of problems, and nobody would be happy. Okay, got both sides trimmed, and now I have a hole template on either side bolted together. I'll just go through and drill out my remaining holes, and then we'll do the slots. Okay, got the holes, time for the slot. Okay, when the water jetters were cutting out the pieces, one of them messed up and I saved it. So now I bolt it through the holes that I've drilled, and it gives me a handy way of clamping that up in the vise to work on the slots. And I'll just be using this Dremel bit to do that. Make sure I'm clearing the wing nut on the back side. Here we go. Hang on, I didn't tighten it down enough. Alright, since this is an ambidextrous sheath, I'm alternating the direction that the rivets point, so that the factory rolled edge and the edge that I'm about to roll alternate every other one, so it doesn't matter which way it's pointing, it looks much the same. Now it's ready to test fit and add the straps and mounting hardware.
Got it.
Alright, I just did a little bit of cleanup on the belt grinder. The last thing, once you have all your shaping done, that really makes Kydex comfortable is to knock the sharp corners off. And I'm just going to run it on the wheel at about a 45 and just take that sharp edge off, and it'll be a lot more comfortable.